important video right here. You know that we're living in crazy times. It is clear that the Bible is the truth. I don't see how anybody can look at what's going on in this world and deny the fact that the Bible, is true, okay? So I ran across this video, and this is not something new. We've talked about this for many years. There's a video that I have on my YouTube. It has, 2-3 million views. And I remember when we first started talking about these things 6-7 years ago, a lot of people would mock and a lot of people would joke about it, right? Or they didn't want to, believe it. They kind of just brush it off. And then, when it becomes a reality, and people see that, people are actually starting to get chipped and stuff. Now it's like, well, that's not the mark of the beast. I noticed that people are always trying to downplay this. It's like people don't want to believe that we are living in the end times. And you better wake up, because that just seems the norm, right? We warn people. We say, hey, these kind of things are coming. And when they start happening, people try to downplay. They try to act like you weren't warning them. I mean, 6-7 years we've been talking about this. So I'm going to play this video with no sound and just kind of let you look at it, okay? Let's see. Yeah. All right. So, and I'll put the link there, but pretty much they're showing you this chip. They're saying that it's going to go under the skin. It's going to be small. It's going to be a COVID, passport. All right. The chip will use pre-existing technology. Matter of fact, let me read this to you because it's pretty short. All right, I'll just read it to you guys. Imagine showing your COVID-19 passport with just a flash of your arm. All right. The Swedish company says it has a chip that can hold information about your vaccination status. It's so small you can embed it into your arm. Notice he's pointing at his left arm. The chip uses pre-existing technology that the firm was already developing. Stockholm-based Epicenter has been working on human-compatible tech for years. Implants are very versatile technology. And right now it is very convenient to have COVID passports always accessible on your implant. The chip uses near-field communication. It can send data to any NFC-compatible device, such as a smartphone. The technology is not new, but used in humans has grown popular in the last decade. We're clearly living in the end times. The first person to have a microchip implanted was Kevin Warwick in 1998. Epicenter claims the procedure is completely reversible. The chips are not yet for sale. And they're going to be mandatory. But the firm made headlines this year when staff had pass keys implanted in their hands. So she's opening doors with the keys. It's also known for throwing chip parties when employees get chipped. Now, think about that for a second. The Bible clearly says, and we've talked about this so many times, and the reason why we talk about this is to get people to, really wake up and understand the times we're living in, okay? There's coming a time, okay, that just like the Bible said, the Antichrist is going to have the power to control who buys or sells. The Bible says that if you don't have the mark, right, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. Now, there's lots of different variations, right? There's people already getting marked. So we're not saying that being, chipped in general is the mark, but that is obviously a way that we're headed, right? Where, think about it, it makes sense. It's not like, I just got a tattoo, on my hand, or people faking tattoos. They put this chip in you. They can track you. You saw that, they're able to enter certain doors, right? And so if I put all of your money and I put all of your resources, right? Remember, they're trying to go away from a cashless society, right? Moving in that direction. Well, if I do that, now I really have power, because if everything's on a chip and everything's digital, then at the press of a button, I can shut off access to your funds. At the press of a button, right? If we make everything chip, you see they're going through doors with the chip. Now you can't get in the grocery store because you don't have the chip. You can't buy anything. Let alone, when you have certain conversations and then you get on Facebook or Instagram and the ads for those conversations are popping up. Or you type something in your search bar and then all of a sudden you see ads everywhere because people are listening. This just gives them more access. This just gives them more control. Do we say these things to scare you? No. Do we show you these things to scare you? No. This is to make the church wake up, make the lost wake up and realize, hey, the Bible is true. People mock and they say, oh, you guys have been saying Jesus is coming back for thousands of years. But look at this. It's so clear that we're moving in the exact direction that the Bible prophesied thousands of years ago. There's no doubt about it. And what's sad is that people be under such a strong delusion that, like I said, I've been talking about this for 6 or 7 years, but people have been talking about it since I was a child. They would talk about people getting chipped. And I remember people would laugh and people would mock. And like I said, the sad part is when it starts happening, they don't laugh, they don't mock no more because they see it's happening, but they just brush it off. Oh, no big deal. It's science. We're advancing. Stop living in the Stone Age. There's always some excuse for people to deny that the Bible is the truth. That's why it's going to be so easy for the Antichrist to deceive a lot of people. Remember what I always tell you. The Bible says you have to love the truth. You have to love the truth where it goes against your feelings, your emotions, your culture, what your parents taught you, what your religion taught you, what tradition taught you. And the Bible says if you don't love the truth, God will send you a strong delusion. God will send you a strong delusion. There's going to be so many people that are deceived. And quite frankly, you look around, people don't love the truth nowadays. The Antichrist will have no problem coming in and deceiving people. All he's going to need is like CNN and a couple news stations to back him up and make him look good. And a lot of people are going to be deceived. That's it. The Bible says he's going to come with signs and wonders. I believe that's going to be science. He's going to come with a lot of technology and science. And even the way things are set up now, oh, I've got the cure for COVID. Mess around, cure it, right? And then the world is just like, oh my goodness, this guy, he's awesome. He's the hero. He fixed it. He solved our problems. Let's bow down to him. See, people don't think about that stuff, but sometimes you have to let your mind go there. Read the Bible and let your mind go there. The times that we're living in, I've said this for 7 or 8 years, it's like building a stage for the Antichrist to come out on. Like everything is being set up and people don't even realize like their minds are already being conditioned to receive the Antichrist. The Bible says that the spirit of the Antichrist is already moving right in the earth. Building that platform, building that stage. Now he comes out and he says, look at this. You know, the world is sick, the virus. I've got the cure. Oh, racism. You've got all these problems. You've got all these issues. I can bring unity. They've got this church, I believe that they're building in Israel. I looked at the website a couple days ago. Let me see if I forgot what it was called. Let me see. But pretty much it's like 3 churches in one or something like that. And, they're all about peace and everybody coming together. Yes, here we go. One World Community Church. Is that the right one? No, that's an actual church in Virginia. Let's see. Prophecy Revelation. I was looking at it and I said, man, how do people not see that the Bible is true? Everything is being set up for, that peace agreement to be signed, for the Antichrist to come. And it's like the reality is people don't want to believe that this is happening. Let's see. One World Religion headquarters set to open next year. Yes, here we go. All right, let me pull this up on the phone so I can show you. You got to wake up. People hoping things will just go back to normal. Yep. Very interesting image. So, One World Religion headquarters set to open next year. I know it looks a little bit blurry, but there you can see the image. They've got, the 3 different buildings. Let me read it. A One World Religion headquarters is set to open in 2022. The headquarters will be called the Abrahamic Family House and is built on an island in the Middle Eastern city of Abu Dhabi. The headquarters is being done in collaboration with Pope Francis and Sunni Muslim leader. They have both signed a global peace covenant called the Document of Human Fraternity for World Peace. The stated purpose of the Abrahamic Family House is to bring understanding and tolerance among the faiths, but there are a couple of notable challenges. First, Abu Dhabi is part of the UAE, where it is illegal for Christians to convert from Islam. The Pope represents Roman Catholicism, where Christians are free to convert to Islam, but citizens of Abu Dhabi are not free to choose Christ. So that's really happening. All right. Now, I made a video about this as well, right? And I know you guys have seen this little beast statue. Why do this? Are you mocking Christians? They put this in the front of the UN building. I believe this one was in New York. Where was that? Yeah, New York City. And then they had a second one that they put up. This one looked more like a dragon, okay? This one is in front of the Rockefeller Center. If you look at the beast, if you look at the statue, it clearly resembles the beast that we see in Revelations. You think it's just a coincidence? You think that, it's just happening. It's no big deal. That's the problem with Christians. We see these things how, One World Religion headquarters, no big deal. Why would they put the beast in front of the UN of all places? Let me read this real quick. Let's see. I forgot what they called it, because the name of this thing was very interesting. A guardian for international peace and security sits on the visitors' platter outside the UN. A guardian of peace and security. Which makes me think of something. Man, you guys got to share this video just off of this. They will peace. Let me see. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. The guardian of peace and security. When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child. We don't make these videos, some people, they see these kind of videos and, oh man, they just want clicks. They just want this. They just want that. You better wake up and realize that we're living in the end times. Bottom line. This is why I'm always telling you, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Seek God for yourself. Casual Christians will be casualties. Now is not the time to play around. All right. Love you guys. I think that's all I need to say about this. Feel free to put your prayer requests in the comments. And I'm going to get ready for service at Firehouse today. We go live on Facebook with those services. So you can go to Facebook If not, I will download the service from Facebook like I did with the other one, and I posted it the other day. So if you don't have a church, or you've been wanting to watch some of the services, you can go to my page. You'll see there's a green thumbnail talking about, the power in the name. That is the service from last Sunday. I think the message starts about an hour in. All right. So love you guys. Be blessed. Be encouraged. Have a wonderful